It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Mark, right here.
Oh, whoa, hey, what's,
Hey.
hey, hello there. Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark, this is Lauren. We'll be your tour guides on this adventure across the East today, which brings us on location to Greenville, to specifically the Painted Peacock, where we are going to create. And what are we going to create? Well, that remains to be seen right now, but it's going to be something fun, I assure you, right? Probably?
It will be. I would like to create little mascots for the show. That's my personal...
Mascots for the
Yeah.
show. I thought John was the mascot for the show. Is there like a little
God,
bearded
no.
guy in there? A little bearded troll-like thing? I didn't say that. That was her. My back was turned. You couldn't hear that. Anyway, so we're going to go in, get the party started, have some fun here. Check it out online. Come visit these guys. They're great. They're a lot of fun. They're good people. I'm projecting that that's what it is inside because, well, why wouldn't it be? Anyway,
Right.
oh, here, hold that for just a second.
Okay. What are you? Oh,
Yeah, hold on.
of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey, I feel like we're back at mini golf. So anyway, why don't you guys stick around and we'll be back in a little bit, I guess, and
Yeah.
we'll check the story out and we'll see you soon.
Tonight we're visiting Cucina La Mantilla, a family-owned and operated restaurant with a pretty unique dinner service.
Owner with my husband of Cucina La Mantilla. Charlie's been in the food industry since he was 14. I guess I won't disclose his 40-something age now. We had this idea of a restaurant inspired by a friend of ours in New Jersey, and we kept hearing about Greenville and didn't pay much mind to it until March of 2018. Charlie and I took a couple trips down here. We lied to the entire family and really seriously thought about a restaurant. We finally moved here July of 2018. Still didn't have a restaurant, but found this location in October and our doors opened December 1st, 2018. When we say Sicilian Ristorante, people say, what does that mean? And we say, well, Sicily is an island of Italy, and that's where Charlie's family is from.
So talk to me about the 14-course dinner.
The 14 courses, we're serving you dishes that were passed down through the generations of the family and then created or inspired from family dinners, traditions that Charlie then took the spin on.
We have no cans, no jars, no microwaves here. Everything I do myself. This one's called the Uncle Gino.
Uncle
And
Gino.
the funny thing is in our family we have an Uncle Gino that nobody talks to. And it became our most popular pasta on top of all that.
Now you're getting a real inside view here because part of our shtick is you don't know when it's coming because everything is a no menu concept for our dinners. And then a big thing Charlie does is makes his own fresh mozzarella. So mozzarella cheese is fresh every single day here at Cucina La Mantilla. We're just a small mom and pop business and we thoroughly enjoy having you here. So this being about you is what makes us continue to be us.
What are online originals? Local stories. Local documentaries. Special features. Everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals. Now downloading Tech Beat Tuesday.
They've actually used this robotic navigation system on 2 patients so far. It even cut down surgery time in half. In typical spinal fusion operations, a surgeon would have to make large incisions in the stomach and back of the patient, moving organs and muscles. The surgery typically takes about 6 hours, followed by a week-long hospital stay, but not with the Maser X Stealth system. Patient benefits include faster surgery and recovery time, minimal blood loss, lower radiation exposure, and reduced surgical costs.
The first patient we did, we were doing a 2-level fusion. It took us about 2.5 hours to do all the fusion work, and she was out of the hospital in a day and a half.
To see how the robot works alongside of the surgeon during spinal operations, visit WNCT.com's online originals in the features section. In Jacksonville, I'm Kayla Schmidt, 9 on your side.
Please go ahead.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
We are back here on the East Daily Download, and we are at the Painted Peacock meeting with Susan.
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
So tell us what we do. When people walk in, what happens?
All right, well, the first
The magic
thing,
happens.
The magic happens. But the first thing is, it's an $8 studio fee for adults,
Okay.
$6 for children, plus the price of pottery. We have over 300 items to choose from, so picking out is definitely the hardest part.
Indecisive Mark's going to have some issues. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll help.
And don't worry, anything you paint today is going to be ready in 4 days, and it's
Okay.
all food safe when it's finished. So you'll be able to eat off of it when it's all done.
Okay.
And don't worry, because all the paints wash out of clothing. So
Well, I mean, I can't I had a 3-piece suit out in the car ready to go. I mean, I feel like I like to paint with class and be classy with a bow tie. No?
no, you're good. It all washes out,
Okay.
and it is all non-toxic.
Okay. Well, we will be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download, and we'll get started in this process. So check this story out, and we'll see you soon. So Susan and Ashley, tell us about the origin of the Painted Peacock. Let's not talk about the name just yet, but just talk about how you came to be the owner and manager here.
Sure. We were originally actually called The Accidental Artist, and we had 2 locations.
Okay.
When the owners decided to retire, I bought this one location, changed the
Not
name.
both, just the one.
Just the one
Okay.
location. And so we changed the name, and here we are. And we've been here as the Painted Peacock for about 6 years now.
Okay.
And we've been around all together for about 11.
And why did you change the name to the Painted Peacock? What's the origin story on that?
You know what? It really just came down to I love the colors of the peacock, and they're beautiful, and I love the alliteration with the Painted Peacock, and it was just a really fun name that I felt captured what we wanted in the business.
Okay, I can see that being in here and spending some time in here. So at what point in the evolution in the story does Ashley come into the picture?
Ooh, she's been here for about 4 years
4 years now,
Yeah.
yes. So I had graduated ECU in 2015
Okay.
and was looking for a job after graduation. And then I pretty much came in like a wrecking ball and got moved up to manager and within 3 months of being here, and I have been here ever since, and I love it.
Why don't you tell everyone the different kinds of projects that a family comes in, they want to do some different things. What are some of the different kinds of things they can do?
Oh, there are so many things. So we've done everything from baby footprints. We do a ton with baby hands and feet.
Okay.
We do wedding gifts. You can do clay impressions to capture those little hands and feet.
Yes.
Board art like you saw,
Yeah.
with team building, birthday parties, bridal showers, Girl Scout troops.
Homeschool events,
Yes.
baby
We
showers.
do different themed events.
So when it comes to the painted pottery, you've got a huge selection to choose from. So when somebody comes in, what's the process of getting started?
So as soon as you come into the door, one of our staff members will greet you almost immediately and welcome you into the studio here. And then they will give you the rundown of how everything works
Right.
and show you our entire pottery wall. And as you saw, we have tons to choose from.
Do people have trouble picking out
It's
what
the
to do?
hardest part, hands
Yes.
down. The hardest part is just picking out what you want to do.
Okay.
Once you decide that, it's easy breezy. We'll walk you through any of the techniques and projects that you want to learn how to do, so you don't have to have any artistic ability.
Whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels? That's amazing!
Came today to talk to the students at ECU about unity, about racial reconciliation, most of all about being united as a people.
Chris Singleton's life has taken him on a journey through love, loss, and forgiveness.
So I've been doing it for about 4 years now.
Singleton is making that message his life's work.
So about 5 years ago, my mom was taken away in a racially motivated mass shooting at my church, Mother Emanuel AME in downtown Charleston. After the fact, I was obviously devastated, and it sparked my mission of unity, of love.
Singleton used to play pro baseball. This former outfielder now tries to catch people in the heart. His pitch Tuesday night was to a room full of ECU students.
And I come in and try to unite everybody, regardless of what political affiliation they're part of.
Singleton's pain from losing his mother helped him find his purpose. It also helped him find forgiveness for the man who took her life.
But never forgetting, not forgiving and forgetting, but moving forward, I've been able to try to get people to unite left and right.
I think it's important to spread this type of message that we are more than the hate crimes, we are more than the hate and the oppression that we've seen for so many years.
Singleton shares how forgiveness gives rewards.
But I realized that forgiveness is so much for the person that is doing the forgiving, not the person that's receiving it. And when I figured that out, man, it's been phenomenal in my life.
The East Daily Download is all about local businesses. If you're interested in having your local business showcased, contact Joel Bullard at 252-355-8520 or jbullard@WNCT.com.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download at the Painted Peacock on location in Greenville, checking out their wide array of items that you can paint like that.
Cute.
Is that like a dinosaur?
It is a dinosaur.
Okay.
And it's a piggy bank.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon.
This is a very mascot-oriented thing for the East Daily Download because the East Daily Download projects dragon-like strength. Yes, I think you would agree with me. Everybody's nodding behind the camera.
We spit fire. Okay, look, the crab is cute.
Yeah, that's good.
He's cute. Oh, but I love this guy.
What is that?
He's like a little alien monster thing. Okay, I choose him.
Looks a little bit like Men in Black, in the first movie, the guy had little things on his head. Yeah, little eyes.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
He's so cute.
I'm afraid I'm going to drop something because I'm a bit klutzy.
Yeah,
how about shark? Dun, 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 dun. No, okay,
Maybe.
not that one.
Well, since I chose before, I think you have to get something that kind of goes in line. I think we need another mascot.
Look at this
We
guy.
have 2 little mascots for the show. Oh yeah, he's super cool. I like him.
Look at that. Now, mine wouldn't look anything like this by the time it's done, but that's okay. It's a piggy bank, so apparently he eats your money. So this is actually perfect.
I love him.
Okay, so we'll go with those 2 things right there. Well, look at that.
They're super cute.
It's like the new host of the East Daily Download. Hey there. How's it going, everybody?
Look, he has a voice now, too. I knew he'd have one.
I didn't know where that came from. This segment is going way too long, so I better wrap this up so we can get to a story. So check this out, and we'll be back in a little bit when we get started on the painting process.
You're born naked, and the rest is drag. Meaning, everything you put on is, in essence, something that was built. And once you're able to see yourself from outside of yourself, that's when the party begins.
RuPaul is ready to teach you to be fabulous. The actor, model, and TV personality is the latest celeb featured on the online education platform Masterclass. RuPaul's class looks at his own turbulent journey to self-love and self-improvement and teaches students how to do the same, in or out of drag. Info at masterclass.com.
When we all start taking it really seriously.
Jennifer Lawrence has a new gig. According to The Hollywood Reporter, she's set to star in the comedy Don't Look Up, about 2 scientists trying to warn people a meteor is about to hit the Earth. Adam McKay, who made The Big Short and Vice, wrote the script and will direct.
Had nothing to do with me. I mean, I just turned in the tapes.
Francis Ford Coppola's 1974 classic The Conversation is returning to theaters. Gene Hackman stars in the Oscar-nominated thriller as a surveillance expert who thinks the people he's spying on will be murdered. The great supporting cast includes a pre-Star Wars Harrison Ford. Brand new prints of The Conversation are set to play in 15 U.S. cities beginning March 20th. Check rialtopictures.com for details. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
After your favorite CBS shows, watch your local 9 on Your Side news at 11 to wrap up your day and to prepare for tomorrow with your local news, weather, education, city development, and more from across the East. Every day, WNCT 9 is on your side.
It's putting a real burden on the people of this town, and we just like some answers. Joseph Scott, or as his friends call him, JoJo, feels the direct impact of losing Grifton's only pharmacy.
I'm a heart patient and just recently recovering from a stroke.
Now he and his wife are scrambling to move all of his prescriptions. H&H Drugs is transferring all remaining prescriptions to the Vanceboro Pharmacy branch, but that store is 18 miles away. In a town with a high population of elderly people, JoJo wonders,
how are people going to get to Vanceboro?
The unexpected closing shocked almost everyone in town.
We didn't see this coming.
Rhonda Gray and Roger Caraway also own small businesses here. They've lived in Grifton for more than 50 years.
We had no idea it was going to be shut down. We thought they were cutting back hours.
The town's last grocery store closed in April. Before that, in January, the liquor store closed. The string of closures has people remembering the town's past and concerned about its future.
I want to see it come back to the old days when we used to park diagonally. Yep.
Used to have a movie theater in town.
Yes.
Yep. And a hotel also.
Yeah.
A grocery store and a pharmacy is almost, you can't have a small town without one.
What are online originals? Local stories, local documentaries, special features. Everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals.
Greenville Police Department received a noise complaint, dispatching an officer to check it out. The noise? Kids playing basketball. So the officer joined in.
He said, I'm a little tired and I'm old for this.
Then, the officer did what anyone would do when it's one against many. Call for backup.
And then a couple more officers came out here. They got out their car. They started playing with the kids for a few minutes. Then I guess they got a little tired. And then a few more officers came out here.
Keith Combs lives across the street from where the game was going on. He filmed it and it went viral.
I wasn't expecting it. All I was doing is I decided to take my phone out and just make a video about 2 or 3 minutes of the kids playing basketball with the law enforcement officers.
I felt like they actually cared because like they seen us, they seen the goal and stuff, and it wasn't looking so good. So they came and put the net up there and bought us a ball and stuff. So I felt like I appreciated it. I feel like they cared about us.
Apprenticeships are making the jump to high tech. Long associated with plumbers, electricians, and other trades, apprenticeships are now being offered by companies as varied as IBM and Twitter. CNBC recently reported on the move of tech firms offering the programs. They become a way of identifying and training individuals who lack either degrees in technology or experience in tech. IBM started its apprenticeship push in 2017 and last year had 500 people in the program in the U.S. The programs run from 12 to 24 months. Then after that, the apprentices can become full-time workers. The programs are gaining in popularity in a tight labor market, and for workers without a college degree, they provide an entry point into a company. Another group that apprenticeship programs target, middle-aged workers looking to switch careers. But there are trade-offs to the programs. Chances are you'll be making less than what a fully qualified worker at the company makes at first. But the numbers show why tech apprentices will be in hot demand in the years ahead. The Consumer Technology Association says there are more than 1 million jobs in computer science. But U.S. universities are only graduating 60,000 computer science degrees a year. For more on high-tech apprenticeships, check out the full report at CNBC.com.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download at the Painted Peacock, joined by our good friend Ashley, and she's going to tell us about paint.
Yes.
What do we need to know?
So now that you guys have wiped down your piece, we are at the island now, and this is where all the fun happens. So these little tiles that are hanging above the big bottles of paint are what our paints are going to look like once it's fired. Okay. You are painting with something really special today. Our paint is actually made up of crushed glass.
I thought you were going to say love, but okay, that's fine too.
Sure, that too. So because our paint is made of crushed glass, it's actually going to look really different today coming out of the bottle as opposed to what it's going to look like when it comes out of the kiln.
Okay.
So we have these little tiles hanging above. They're all numbered and match up with the paint bottles here. So once you guys have picked out your colors, we'll bring them on over to the table and I'll show you guys what to do next with that. Another fun fact, because we are painting with crushed glass, depending on how many coats of paint you guys paint with, is what it's going to look like.
There's some fun stuff we can do with this paint
Yes,
too, right?
so we have lots of different techniques in the studio for anybody, whether you've picked up a paintbrush before or you've never painted a day in your life. We've got lots of easy techniques that our staff is here to show you guys, how to paint all of those. So I've got some fun ideas for your little pieces today that I'm super excited to show you.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Okay, so here are tons of different techniques that you guys can do on your pieces today. We have got everything from graffiti, tie-dye, lace, stamps, my personal favorite, Galaxy.
Oh, I think that's my favorite too.
Splatter paint. Splatter paint is really fun if you'd like to make a mess.
Sounds like you.
Bubbles. Bubbles are very fun as well.
How about tie-dye?
Tie-dye is really fun as well. So if you want to do tie-dye, I would probably have you pick out a couple different more colors to do on your piece, and then I'll walk you through the.
I know what I want to do. I want to do the Galaxy.
Awesome.
That
would be really fun.
I'll go with the tie-dye. I like the splatter too. It's a real tough choice, but I think I'm going to just go with this.
Okay. That sounds perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Come back tomorrow when we will be at the Painted Peacock, and we will be making a mess of things. Probably. it'll be fine.
In a fun way.
It'll be fine. We'll get this thing handled.
It'll be fun.
Won't be a big deal. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
When we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download. It's Wednesday, so we've got a new edition of Q&A with AQ coming your way. We take a look at this week's farm report. We sit down for part 2 of our interview with the owner and manager of Painted Peacock. And we'll meet this week's weather kid. We'll see you on the next edition of the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.